Oh, geez. All right. Let's see. So in other words, they just didn't blow you off.
Oh, they did blow me off. They saw Paula on Friday night and
Oh,
said we didn't go to training, so.
okey dokey. Brownies didn't go to training.
Everyone.
So they don't work.
No, I 100% agree with that. Everybody ready? Are we on?
We're on, ready to go.
All right. The meeting of the West Warwick Board of Canvassers for September 7th, 2022 at 3 p.m. is hereby called to order at 3:05 p.m. Members present are Chairperson Ray Lambert, Vice Chairperson Nancy LeBlanc, JP Millette, alternate member Nancy Parenti, and alternate member Paul Richards. We have a quorum so we can transact our business. The first order of business is approval of the minutes from the August 9th, 2022 Board of Canvassers meeting. We'll do that one first. Is that the one we tabled? No. The August 9th is not the one we tabled?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Actually,
All right. Does anybody, I think you raised the question. Do you have any problem with
No,
the meetings as it is amended now?
not the ones that I received.
JP?
I'm all set.
No, that's fine.
All right, I'll entertain a motion that we approve the minutes of the August 9th, 2022 Board of Canvassers meeting
I'll move
as
that-
corrected.
I'll move that motion.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted unanimously. The next order of business is the approval of the minutes from the August 17th, 2022 meeting. Problems with that?
No, I didn't see any.
JP?
Nope.
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion. Now, that one wasn't tabled, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So I'll entertain a motion that the minutes of the August 17th, 2022 Board of Canvassers meeting be accepted as presented.
I'll move that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted unanimously. The next order of business is discussion, action, certification of poll workers for the September 13th, 2022 statewide primary. Everybody knows that that's next Tuesday, right? The primary? Okay. All right. Discussion on the poll workers. Everybody got a list? We got a new list.
Figured we set it up this way for you, so you
Yeah.
can get more of a visual of each
Yeah.
polling location.
Yep.
It accounts for members being of opposite, pairs being of opposite parties, clerk and the moderator being of opposite parties.
Yep, it's perfect. It's perfect. I noticed that my favorite poll worker, other than Maddie and Olivia, your mother-in-law was moved to clerk.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how that transpired. I think the clerk that we were supposed to have at,
Christ,
Manor,
oh, the man.
I think it's the manor she's at,
Yeah, she is.
had dropped out, so we needed someone who had done it, and she's done it before.
Oh, I know.
so,
I'm just saying, I saw she moved from supervisor to
Yeah,
clerk.
she moved locations too, so
Yep.
at least it was someone I knew who could fill the role.
Anybody have any questions about these poll workers?
No, everything's all set. All the polling locations are still in place. So
And we have extras still, you say?
Yeah, 7, I think. And then again, I mean, as long as you guys' comfort level is okay, my feeling is that, if someone calls out on election day, we still have another pair of supervisors there. So I think that's, we shouldn't even need to really call in someone else unless if a whole polling location gets decimated, but the whole one, location calls out, then obviously we'd have to make some moves.
what would you do with that leftover supervisor?
Turn them into more of a greeter. They can sub out, kind of to keep the flow of traffic going. Whatever you want us to do, but that was my thought.
Yeah.
I would think of moving them though too. If you got one greeter because she's a leftover supervisor, I would move her to the most.
A busier location.
Yes, the busy, okay, because if she happens to be at a place where there's nobody to
Could do
greet.
that, yeah, no, we
You
can
know
do
what I'm
that, or
saying?
the clerk or the moderator can come sit with them if they're of opposite party,
Yeah.
help out, so.
right? Don't you think that's?
Yeah.
In other words, rather than hang around, say, St. Mary's, use them to Wakefield
Yeah.
Hills or.
Well, whatever's the busiest pole, either Maisie Quinn or
Yeah, I saw
Wakefield
that.
Hills.
Yeah, I think, you know,
Yeah,
you never know, you might have to make a decision on election day, that's,
Yeah.
you know, that we might have to shuffle somebody or move someone, and that's,
No, it's just an idea I had that if you're gonna have it, agree to say, okay, you stay at St. Mary's and greet the people, nobody's coming. You might as well
right,
send
there's
them
no
to
one to even
Wakefield,
read, right? Yeah, well,
Wakefield Hills, I mean, or Green, I don't know.
let's hope that Tuesday is perfect and everybody
Right.
shows up.
yeah, right.
That's
yeah.
what I'm going for.
I mean, the other thing you could possibly do, if two different locations, each have a supervisor missing. You could send one supervisor to maybe the busier of the.
Of the
projected
two.
Of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we might have to make some of those decisions on the fly. So what happens is I post an agenda for you guys for Tuesday, basically just saying you're in session from 7 AM to 8 PM. That's part of the law. And those kind of things are the things that you're gonna be dealing with, is if, you know, someone calls out, where do you want them to go, kind of deal. You might have to go somewhere yourself, you never know.
We did that last time. We always do that on the fly. These
Yeah.
people that don't show up the
Yeah.
morning of.
Yeah,
It happens,
yeah,
but I think we're in a really good position.
Don't forget, last time we only had one pair of supervisors at 8 locations. The only time we had 2 pair of supervisors was at Maisie and Greenbush.
Yeah.
So that, remember, people didn't show up at Cardi's and
he said, we only had one pair at each polling place. We-
Except the two he named. I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
Wakefield Hills.
No, I don't either. Do you? No.
All right, does anybody have any questions relative to these poll workers? Or anything they want to add or
No.
say? Madam Vice Chair?
No, I have,
VP,
no, fine, thanks.
Nancy?
No.
Paul?
I'm good.
Okay, with that said, I'll entertain a motion that we certify the poll workers for the September 13th, 2022 statewide primary as presented. The second list, the one that was presented, I'll
today.
say today, but it was presented before that, rather than the old list that was presented a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, I'll move that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so voted unanimously. All right, public comment. Norman, you got anything to say? No? All right. For our comment, our discussion, Madam Vice Chair,
What's this? Yeah. Yeah, we approved those minutes. Yeah, yeah. Let's see, well, we went to that seminar at the Board of Elections. Very interesting, enjoyed it, beautiful place. They definitely have the room now to do what they have to do if need be. And they gave us a nice presentation and we kind of learned a lot. They did mention though about having a meeting every month to kind of set things, make sure everything's going okay with registrations and deleting names, et cetera, that kind of thing. I don't know how you feel about that. They did say, right,
I didn't go.
you, right, okay, they did say that, and they kind of stressed that. It's in the paperwork. But you guys went to a meeting, didn't you?
They tell you that too?
No.
I didn't go.
So we were actually talking about it before you came in, so I think that the Board of Canvassers, although we have the same laws that we all follow, function a little differently from town to town. Some Board of Canvassers are working boards where they actually come in and they're the ones that are doing what Colleen's doing. They're doing all the processing of voters and yada, yada. So, I mean, I obviously would get together to meet with you guys 3 times a month if you felt it was necessary.
Wow.
But I just think that, I think that when you're talking about an off election year, like we're gonna be coming into the winter next year, let's say, where we're not gonna, the election's gonna be wrapped up, you're not really gonna have anything. I
But
think to me,
Did you guys go to a meeting similar to what we did?
We went to a meeting, but it wasn't about what you guys were meeting about.
Oh,
It
oh,
was,
okay,
yeah, it was more based on
okay.
our positions. But I mean, it's the purview of the board, how often do you want to meet? If you felt that there
Okay.
was business to
Because
conduct.
they mentioned about approving minutes from the previous meeting, and, I mean, I'm just saying what they
Did you
told
get
us.
this? I'm reading.
No,
what
I
JP
didn't.
gave.
Yeah, no,
You know, we,
didn't.
we probably should have
Pretty-
taken a
pretty
couple to take
straightforward.
back. Oh, it's very straightforward and
Me-
very, very definite
Meeting
in
and
what they
approving.
feel, the duties of each. They went down the Board of Elections, Secretary of State, Board of Canvassers, and then the clerks and the staff. And they really spelt it.
Nice,
right
I'll
out.
take a look at it.
Yeah, we should have taken a couple of extras because they had plenty.
Yeah.
What, those things?
Yeah,
No, when I left, I had none.
Yeah.
Oh,
mine
They didn't have. any-
They had none.
they had none
No,
left.
I was gonna do the same
Give
thing,
it to.
Bring him one,
Give
bring-
it to.
but they didn't have
They
They
any.
didn't have, because there was
Oh.
a gentleman, when I left, he was asking somebody, because he got there a little bit later. And he was
Imagine
looking for a
Miguel
copy, and they said that they were out of it.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the best thing to do, because that's really.
we could,
hard
you
to
could
read,
copy it
They can
is-
send
if
it
you
is
to
wanted
me.
if-
to.
if you get
They
in
can
touch
send
with-
it to
Yeah,
me.
I
I'll
was
get
gonna
it
say,
now.
get the original.
Yeah,
Paul.
but I still
Yeah.
don't make copies.
Yeah,
So do you need a copy?
I need one. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't, oh, you don't have to do it now.
I would.
I'll be back here next
That's-
Tuesday, whole
that's-
day.
That's really hard to
yeah,
read.
Is that,
Yeah,
yeah. it's-
yeah,
so-
well,
so
I'll
may I
reach out to Jen
suggest
Regan
something?
today.
if you,
As a way to, CYA, maybe that's what Mary Ann Kelly had in mind. She had a schedule,
Oh, the
you'll
monthly
remember,
meetings for the-
one
Yeah,
meeting a
exactly.
month. If we
Yeah.
don't need it, you cancel it,
Yeah, you could do that.
right? Didn't we do that?
It's
Remember
always-
that?
It's always been that way.
So
It's
therefore
always
you
been
come
that way.
in
Always been that
saying,
way.
hey, how come you're not meeting every month? Well, we got a schedule. And you cover Sarah's point about if we got nothing to do.
Yeah.
No, yes?
Yeah, we can do
I
that.
agree, yeah.
That's fine. So,
We're not voting on anything, we're just
right,
discussing.
that's definitely not on the agenda for you guys to make it, but we can put it on the next agenda and
Yeah,
see,
whatever,
and, agree on like the third Wednesday of the
I was
month
just
or
gonna say that,
whatever.
If you put it, like you said, because then it's on everybody's calendar,
Yeah.
and then it's just a matter of, if there's
Do
something
we
going
need,
on.
do we need
cancel
anything?
it.
Yeah,
And Colleen can look in, 48 hours before and, whatever, 72 hours before and say,
Yeah.
we don't need a meeting, so you cancel it on the website. Yeah.
yeah, you could do
Yeah,
that.
They always
Anybody
met
else?
When I was with the once a
Is,
month.
is there a way you can escape uh, the minutes part of that? Like, if we have a meeting in January, we absolutely have to have a meeting within 30 days to
So the way
certify the
that-
minutes. Is there a
No,
way that
You
that
don't
could
have
be?
to. So the draft minutes have to be available within 35 days.
Okay.
But what the law says is either draft minutes or, so the draft has to be available within 30, I'll have to find it for you, or available at the next meeting. So
I'll check.
that's,
And another, one of your questions that you had asked before, I believe in that, what you're gonna get right now, it says that we can sit in for. Or we're,
yeah, does it say
actually,
that?
we're supposed to. If something comes up, we can sit there and perform their functions until they're replaced or.
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah,
Is that in that thing that?
I believe it's in there, yes.
Something to think about. Now, you done with your report from that meeting?
yeah, I mean, JP and Paul and Nancy, I'm sure they've got something to say.
Yeah, they all went, right?
Yeah,
But you're all set?
I'm all set, yeah.
JP?
I'm just, it was enlightening and, eye-opening.
Yeah, it was eye-opening, yeah, I agree.
Couple of
Oh,
things
wait a
they said,
minute,
couple of
Lois,
things
you
they
got
said I
something.
disagree with, but
Huh?
couple of things they said.
Yeah, I
disagree with.
heard you disagreed with
Can
something,
you make
What's
me
that?
another,
that we're in third place, not fourth.
just one more or two? Why don't you make me two, please?
Would you kindly,
Oh, you mean the way they had it, well,
Yeah, give us the
the
pecking
board,
order,
the Board of
like you said.
Election, the pecking order.
Oh,
Board of Elections, Secretary of State, Board of Canvassers, and then like
local
I had
board,
said, huh?
local board of canvassers.
Local Board of Canvassers, yes.
And then,
And then the clerk's
yeah,
office
Yeah.
and staff,
all right.
right?
that, and JP
Is
disagreed.
is that what you got from? Yeah, okay.
Did you get that, Paul? Is that what you got from it? All right, apparently you had a disagreement. You said she was wrong. Whoever she was, that was raised.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Jen Reagan.
Yeah.
She gave a good presentation. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Would you
Actually.
care to enlighten
No,
us?
I was just, I would say that, whether that was third or fourth,
I don't know,
Well, I
she
would-
told me that, I wasn't there, so I don't.
it's just like, they're more in charge than we are. They know more about what's going on,
Who's there?
the clerks.
Oh, yeah, but they don't have the final say.
Okay,
I think that's
I mean, I
maybe
can-
what the Board of Elections was talking about.
No, we're leaving all the responsibility to you.
That's all right. I don't mind.
Thank
I'm
you.
just
I
saying.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
You know, it's like the time we had the
when
disagreement,
you
I won't
read-
use names. We had a disagreement at the, I think it was the financial town, not the financial town meeting,
The
the all-day
referendum.
referendum. Neither Sarah nor Colleen were on board then. You know, we
This is yours.
had done, one of those is mine, the Board of Canvas, see how we did this here? Colleen's got it all straightened out with the, what's his name? So for the all-day referendum, we had, let's just say, Paul moderator, there's no clerk on the all-day
Right.
referendum, and we had like 2 pairs of supervisors. And we had paired them up. In other words, it's gonna be one pair is Sarah and Colleen, the other pair will be Nancy and JP, right? I walk in there and the 7, the pairs are broken up and put into different things. And I said, what the heck? And I'm not using any names. And I went over and this person was, it wasn't you. Sorry, because I don't want to. It was not you because you wouldn't have done it. I walked over, I said, what are you doing? You changed all our, you know, like say I walk into Maisie Quinn
That's why I think that that's better, so
Right.
that way they know.
and see
who
you
they're
got
supposed
Kate
to be with.
Alvarez with Dolores and Lee with Ionella. They had, they put Ionella with, I said, wait a minute, who did this?
Do you
They
know what I
said the
think it
moderator.
is?
So I went to the
Yeah.
moderator and I said, hello, you have a list that we, you know, the board approved this. She says, it says in the booklet that I'm the boss of the polling place. And wait a minute,
it does.
it does, except for one thing. I told her, you are the boss of the polling place, but not when I'm here, you're not. If I'm here at the polling place, I'm the boss of the polling place. Am I right, guys?
Yeah,
Put them back the way they were. Because, see, in other words, it was like you do. These people I kept it unaffiliated, Democratic, but these people like to work with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went-
And
they-
One of them was my girlfriend, Karen, who liked to work with Kelly, what's her, Flynn, Kelly Flynn. She had, the moderator had changed this and put Karen with Olivia Fitz and the other one, and I said, whoa. So to answer your question, yes, the moderator is the boss of the polling place, but not,
Hold on.
you know, not when we're there.
That's a different circumstance you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's what can happen.
Yeah.
And it does say in that booklet, she was right in a sense that,
It says in there that the moderator or the, should assign
Thank
the supervisors in
Colleen.
bipartisan pairs. It says that right in the thing,
yeah, thank you.
but
You're welcome.
the whole thing is, though, is that it's already been done. And, because what ends up happening sometimes, if they make changes, they're gonna put the same parties together because they're
They
friends.
might.
Because they're friends,
They're
right?
friends, that's
Yeah.
what
That's-
happened, and actually, I think that happened, or looked like it was gonna happen at the last all-day referendum. That there was, 2 girls that, well, I'm like, why are they sitting together? They're like, well, they're friends. I said, yeah, but they
Right,
can't, because they're both in the same political party. They have to be split up.
wait a minute, go
Yeah.
ahead, finish.
So, no, but I'm saying, but that's sometimes happening. They don't,
Thank
the
you.
people working, the supervisors don't necessarily understand that they have to
Right,
be.
they have to be in
They gotta
bipartisan.
be bipartisan and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Go ahead, JP.
That's the election that we run, though.
Yes, that's what we
I
run.
mean, we're-
It might not have to be
Why-
bipartisan, but you
but
might
I
as
mean, in
well
our
keep it.
particular thing, I mean, we run it, so,
Right,
and there's no parties involved in.
but I was bringing up the point for saying who's the boss at the what's his name?
Yeah.
We're
No,
the
that's-
boss if we're there.
Don't
If
dispute.
we're not there, the moderator's the boss.
Exactly, yeah.
So I mean, this was gonna
I
get,
think those lists kind of alleviate that, because I think the comment, like the average poll worker isn't gonna know that they have to be with someone of the opposite party.
Right.
They're gonna be wanting to just be
I
with their
mean,
friend.
They do go over that in the training, but it's kind of just like, you're assigned, the supervisors are
And
assigned by
bipartisan.
partisan pairs, and
Right.
then you just go right on. So,
That's why I spelled it out for them. It's in their
Yeah.
tags.
and, so if they don't understand what that means or ask the question, they may not, understand what that.
well, Colleen did that. She's got not only the names, but she's got Democratic.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Read
I mean,
the
that's
bottom.
ideal. So you can go
Just
in
read the bottom.
to any one of these polling places now and make sure that nobody's moved.
So does everybody, understand, what I was saying?
Yeah,
You got anything else, JP? I'm done.
Fine, thanks.
All right, Nancy, Parenti.
No, fine.
I'll just reiterate, I think, a little bit what Nancy said though about the Board of Elections. I mean, that day was really a great opportunity and stuff along that line. Hopefully it was successful enough where they're gonna have it again and all that, because it
They
really
have it every
was.
year, don't they?
We got to see how they compare
Oh,
signatures.
they
things
don't do
along
this
that
Oh,
line.
yeah.
This is the first time I've gone.
So it opened up the door a little bit,
What did you
You
have
know,
the year
to-
before when you had the good dinner?
make, and I
It was
think it's,
something else.
Oh,
I actually sent Jenna an email afterwards, and like some of the stuff, I said you should video and put it on your website. So that people can see that the election integrity is there. You guys do have some safeguards. And it would, and I know people, like she said, like, when they do these things after the elections, or some of the stuff, it's like an open meeting. Anybody from the public can come, sure, but nobody comes.
Right.
I said, well, people don't know what they don't know. They don't know that they can go to those things. So
Right.
make sure, get it on your website. But then again, how many people go to the Board of Elections website?
Exactly.
But it was, it really was, makes you feel a little more comfortable about some of the things. Particularly now with mail ballots being, a little bit freer and stuff like that, where you don't need notaries or two witnesses or anything along that line, that they do have some other additional safeguards, to make sure, or probability of the right person having, submitting that ballot is the right person, so. And I think people really need to see that, because they do get criticized a lot. But until people actually see it, they may not, they don't understand. We can hear it, oh, we compare signatures, well, how?
Right.
And, they were advised by a former FBI agent that was, expert in handwriting and all this stuff, to what to look for and everything along that line. So that, so that information I think needs to get out there a little bit better. They need to do a better job of getting that information.
I agree. Did they give you a tour of the facility?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's quite something, right?
yeah, no,
I
it
mean,
was
it's-
good. I mean, it's, and when you get into that warehouse and you see, one of the gentlemen was explaining, like, they were just getting ready, the blue boxes and stuff ready. He had, his shipment manifest and all the stuff, the moving company, and how they start getting the stuff out and everything along that line, and what they gotta make sure to ensure that all the right supplies are in the right box, going to the right
Yeah.
precincts
It's a
and
lot.
everything else. It is, I mean, it's, we get it. And in all the years I've been doing this, I've never gotten the wrong box, the wrong supplies. So they do a really good job with the checks and balances are outstanding, I guess. So,
That's what I say to people. A lot of people obviously question the integrity of our elections right now. And that's like my tagline is, I can't speak for other states, but Rhode Island
Well,
has it right.
I agree. I mean, I think Rhode Island's got a great model,
They do.
because I think we have a paper trail with the
Yeah.
ballot, with the paper ballots.
Yeah.
I know some states just go to the computer screen, you push a button, you
Mhm.
push the screen, and there's no paper record of it, so you don't know.
Right.
But what we have is a paper trail. If you think the machine's calculated wrong, you can go back to manually count the votes.
Yeah.
You've got something to go back to, which I think is a great system. and everything, all that.
And there's a lot of checks and balances.
Right. So, and the only other comment is for you two, putting all this stuff together for us and getting the list and getting, recruiting all the people that you do. I think it's a great job.
One question that I wanted to ask, and it kicks me that I didn't, is why they don't put those boxes back in the DS-200s to collect the ballots? At the end
Yeah,
of the night,
Yeah,
Yeah,
take the
yeah.
business.
And then you have to,
20
and
people
it's
all over the
everywhere.
front. And they had the boxes before,
I
and
know.
apparently a couple of people didn't open them. And
And
it
then it would
well,
jam
jammed,
in
they
the
they
took the
said that
boxes.
they closed, but the way you could have solved that
Take the-
was
take the
just get
things
some
off.
Velcro. You know, put it
Velcro
on the
sides.
side of the,
Have you
of the
seen
bin,
it?
and then you open it up and have the other side of the Velcro on it, so it can't fall during the day.
But why do they even have a top? Take those things just right off, just use it as a basket.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
At the
that,
end
so
of the
it'd be,
night, anyway,
it'd be
you have-
foolproof.
You have to put them in the storage containers
Yes.
anyway, so one way or another, they're gonna have
But
to
still,
take
you
them
don't
out,
have
but
to get
it's.
up, you can just pick the thing up and put it on the table.
Yeah, that's,
I
that'd
agree.
be the easier thing, is to put it on
I
the
mean, I
table,
got the
instead of
pictures on my phone of everybody sitting around,
everybody on their hands and knees, basically, trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
sort the stuff.
and there's a few people I saw at the training, I doubt they're gonna get on their hands
Yeah.
and knees. You know, because they make me look like a kid.
I mean, that'd be the only suggestion, go back to the Board of Elections.
Those are my
is,
supervisors.
Put those things back in there.
Well, everybody's gonna have to pitch in, especially knocking down the voting.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we do that at the all-day referendum. Now there's 10 polling places.
Yeah.
with that. Yeah, the supervisors and them have got to be told that they gotta help out,
Right.
you know, unscrew the legs
Yeah.
and put it in the box.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Could we have a report on the early voting, Colleen? What's going on with that? How's it going?
We have 80 people that voted, 84.
84?
How about mail?
Mail ballots, I've done about, I'd say 500 total for both elections
So far, yeah.
so far,
Have you-
come
how
in
many-
daily.
You-
We haven't had any issues with any of the primary ballots. They've all been sent, issued, no issues.
But have any of the mail ballots come back yet, or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Board of Elections has them.
Oh, well,
They've already been sent out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I sent my back almost 3 weeks ago.
They
You know,
have
I
couriers
get
that come.
An email, recent email from the Board of Elections, because now my email address on there, it's like 6,000 statewide as of.
And you know you
like
can
last
track
week.
it. You did a mail ballot?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can track them, so I can look anybody up if they call me, and if they want to know if it came back,
Okay.
and I can tell them what day.
You know, 6,000 statewide, and it's still early, but I mean, that's pretty good,
Yeah,
which means they can pull it.
84 though is low, isn't it?
yeah.
That
is
sounds
low.
low to me.
We don't,
We have no local
the
primaries,
primaries.
Yeah,
so I don't think there's a lot of interest in this primary. Except for people who wanna, vote in one of the gubernatorial races or something.
Congress.
How about
Congress,
the
yeah.
box in the front? Are they dropping in mail ballots in there?
Gets emptied every day.
Yep, so we empty that every day and it goes into a courier box. We have to say how many ballots we took out of there. We
Mhm.
write the number down, 2 of us initial it. And then the Board of Elections sends someone down 3 times a week to come take the box with the slip saying how many ballots they sign off, we sign off, and they take it up to Board of Elections to process it. So, but there's a camera on that 24 hours a day, but we empty it once a day just to make sure that. My thing is, heaven forbid someone put a lighted match in there or something,
Yeah.
at least we know that it was empty as of, let's say 4 o'clock every day or whatever.
yeah, with the camera, you can see if anybody put anything else in there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I used the new machine, but I voted on the new machine.
Did it have the right candidates on it?
It.
Did
I
you
love
see the
that
one-
machine.
That thing is great.
It's
I
so
love
much
that
better than
machine.
that
It's
old
like
one,
an
isn't it?
ATM.
That's the thing of the future.
It's like,
It
do,
is.
do, 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 pick
I
your
know,
people
it's
done.
nice.
Put your-
Did you see where-
That's not gonna be in every polling place.
Oh, yeah.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, instead of the automark.
They had that Automark.
The
That's
au-
one,
the-
that's the replacement.
The Audemars.
Put in a little
I don't know.
suitcase.
All right, anything else? All right, Tuesday's primary day. We'll meet here at the town hall. Are you coming?
Yeah, I'll be at 6.
He
They
comes,
come here in the
JP
morning?
comes early in case the the polls need something, pens or whatever they need. We'll be here. I'm not gonna assign polling places because St. Mary's may not have anybody in Wakefield Hills. So if I put you at St. Mary's, you're better off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so you don't visit the polls throughout the days, the day?
Oh,
you
we're
come
gonna
here?
go throughout the days.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not assigning, I'm not saying you got Wakefield Hills, you got, Holy Ghost.
Nancy and I usually work together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you got to, bipartisan pairs got to go check.
So I have a question for you guys, because this is my first time having all polling locations with you. The master list of the polling locations.
Yep.
Do you guys usually go around and sign those that day? How do you usually handle it?
No.
No,
We don't sign it.
you just don't sign them. Okay.
The only thing I remember signing that day is the payroll or whatever the heck. it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we
That's a
usually
priority.
pick up the payroll when we go visit the polling places and,
I'm
We've
certain that
actually
we'll-
already taken care of that. We've gotten all
oh,
of.
you have?
I have all the W-9s, they've already been submitted for
Oh,
payment.
oh, oh,
So
okay.
we're ahead of the game on that one.
Well,
We're-
that's what they're talking
So-
about, is they get the sign-in sheet, so that when the people are there, they sign in.
Mhm.
Oh,
So there is a sheet. so
yeah,
bring
we,
that
you
back
know,
here,
we usually get a sign-in sheet and
Just to show that they,
That they
they
actually.
actually showed up.
Yeah.
One of us picks it up from each polling
Yeah.
place.
yeah, and
And
bring it.
delivers
Maybe
it
what
back
we'll
here.
do is we'll print an extra copy of each one of these polling place lists. And whoever gets assigned to whatever polling location will have you take it with you to make sure that those people that it says are on the list. And
Or
that's
they
how we
could
do
just
it.
keep them, they have a copy, right?
Yeah, I'll just keep the copy there.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, either way, I mean,
I mean, you can have some available that day in case we forget it. but-
Yeah, I have extras right now if you want them.
that's a good idea. All right.
Right, so JP will be here at 6 in case he's got to bring something to a polling place. We'll be here at 7,
Right.
a little bit before 7. And then what we'll do is we'll hang around. We can't, at the Civic Center, we just sit there all day, but you can't do that with 10 polling places. So we'll sit here, advise the moderator that if they need anything from the Board of Canvassers, they call here.
So I've asked Colleen to make a phone number sheet, so they have the numbers
It's
in
in
each
there.
one, in each one of their bags, so if they have an issue, they can call us.
The bags are already packed, they have all the
So if
numbers.
they call here and then some machine is
They have the whole office.
at Wakefield Hill, I'll send you, you know what I'm saying? Will depend on what's going
Dispatch
on.
them here.
You and JP, well, no, not you and JP. Probably you, I'd have to go, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got a bipartisan pair. So everybody knows their thing and we'll be here till the polls will close at 8.
Yeah.
And then we gotta come here for the count when they bring their bags. Everybody understand that?
And then, like we discussed in the email, we'll plan to meet the following day at 3 to qualify or disqualify provisionals.
Yeah, that's.
Not that I
the-
expect that there's gonna be a ton, but
The
just in case.
write-ins also.
Any write-ins, yeah, calculating write-ins, all the election day
They do a
follow-up.
write-in for primary?
They can do a write-in for anything, but I don't expect that there will be really.
Yeah.
But
I didn't think they love write-ins in primaries.
We'll take a look
Yeah,
at the ballot.
yeah, it's a ballot.
Take a look at the ballot. It'll show that on the ballot.
Yeah, there's a section at the bottom that they could put in writing.
Because if we-
You'd be
because the
surprised
write-in's
what
gonna
they
take
put
place
in.
during the
we
election.
get a lot of Mickey Mouses and.
No, we
stuff.
used to get tons of that, but we don't. and it's
People
not
that
much
vote for
anymore.
themselves,
Yep.
you see that a
Get their
lot.
name in the paper, maybe.
I know some people.
So most importantly, since you guys are gonna be
Relatives.
hanging out with us all that day, is there
Well,
anything
we're gonna
we
be out
can
and about.
purchase in advance or have for you guys that you are requesting that you want?
What?
Like
Buy it
food and
soda.
beverage? Since
Well,
it's just
we'll have-
us,
Well, it's the usual, right? In the morning, you're gonna have
we'll have Dunkin'
donuts
Donuts,
and whatever. And
black
that,
coffee.
yeah,
I have my Keurig here too, if anyone has anything special that
Juice.
they like.
juice.
Orange juice, okay,
All right, and for lunch, well, we'll decide that during the day,
okay.
lunch and supper. Before I forget, I wanna also, like Paul, commend Colleen. She's only been here, about how many months?
3 now, right?
Yeah, almost 4.
4 months, and she did a really good job. So did Sarah.
Yeah, very good, very good
Especially,
job.
especially with the fact that Sarah's been ill, and that's what you get for going on the cruise.
I
For having fun.
Not exactly the souvenir I was looking
And
for.
that's right. I want to commend them, and the town clerk's office. They did a really good job.
Thank you. Collins
Let's
worked
just
really
hope these
hard.
people show up.
Let's
'Cause I'll
hope,
tell you, they called right at, what, 5 or 7. Oh, I can't make it.
yeah, and you know what, I totally expect that to happen, but I think that we're prepared, either way,
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right.
Anybody, anybody got anything else?
No?
All right, Tuesday, the 13th, 7 o'clock here, well, 10 to 7, 5 and 7, and JP at 6. Having got past through our regular order of business, I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn.
I'll move that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted unanimously. The meeting stands adjourned at 3:39 PM.
Now, do we have another meeting this week?
No,
No?
the next thing